morning. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing out there today?
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it
All
going.
right. So we are about to get started with our first story. None other than Pastor Jamal Bryant. Yesterday, he put a threatening message to everybody, put everybody on notice. That's a blogger about the situation, saying that he is the papa of a baby. And I reported yesterday that it's all lies. He did not father a child, and that we have to be careful reporting on things with no evidence and no proof. So, of course, folks went on to report about it. Fucking Anila went on to report about it, and others, that it was the truth. And of course, he put that video on private because Pastor Jamal Bryant was not playing with his attorneys, and they were definitely sending out those letters this morning. So I tell you, be very careful reporting on things, because these folks will get their lawyers, and some of these pastors will be petty enough to take you to court. Some of these pastors will be petty enough to take you to court, and you have to stand in that courtroom, all right? They'll be at church preaching. They'll have their lawyers and just dragging you in court. So you want to be very careful with that. I want to say thank you to each and every one of the hosts that was on Two Men and a Lady. I was looking at the numbers last night. We expected to do 1K in viewership. We did double that, which was 2,000 views. So we want to give a special shout out to Katie K, Katie Talk TV, and also to my brother James Cooper, the owner and operator and award-winning podcast, Ear Hustler Podcast, for joining us on last night. So we will see if we will have another episode next week. If the people request it, we will try to make sure that we get that show started. It was definitely dope, good produced, little technical difficulties with some parts, but nevertheless, it's to be expected when you're running a live production, right? So I thank each and every one of the hosts that came on the channel, and we did a wonderful, wonderful job. So for that, I want to thank them for coming on. Now, let's get into the mess. Let's get into the first story that I want to put on the screen, Princess and Ray J. She had filed for divorce from Ray J. The TV star filed for divorce from Ray J after nearly 4 years of marriage. According to TMZ, Princess filed on Tuesday. They tied the knot back in 2016. I want to know, are you really surprised that this happened? To me, I am not surprised, because when I saw her on the Zeus Network, I literally felt that she was embarrassed. I felt that she was, when a woman's fed up. Okay, you know, that's what my daddy used to say. When a woman's fed up. Okay, so when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing really you can do about that, because it was time for her to make a change. You know, he was cheating on her, allegedly. You know, Tasha K allegedly was letting Princess know what Ray J was doing. She got left in Vegas. So she was just embarrassed. He cheating on with all the type of women. He's not ready to commit to just one lady. He's not ready to commit to this one sweet lady. He did not want her to be the only one. He did not want her to be forever his lady. He wanted to be a Rolling Stone and go and make his hat everywhere he go will be his home. But he did not want to be faithful to his wife, right? So I'm glad that she literally moving on with her life. And she had some drama, you know what I'm saying, with Brandy and with Brandy mom, because of course they always want to take Ray J's side because he the family. But it take a time when you don't take family side and you let family members know, you let your brother know when he's wrong. You always supposed to be faithful to your wife. That is in the book. That is in that word. And God is required of you when you take on that step of marriage. Your job is to be faithful to your wife. It's best to be faithful. And if you can't be faithful, don't you dare try to get married. If you a man that you love sticking your peen in some puss, don't go get married. You ain't ready. Stay single. Don't go and marry a woman and then you just going to embarrass her all in the public, make her look bad. You make her look weak. Don't do it. So I am happy that she is divorcing him and making him something. I'm glad that she divorcing him, right? So she can move on with her life. Hey, maybe she can marry Wiley. I'd be faithful to her. She's beautiful. I take care of her. I have to work about, I get the show popping. I'm going to have to get 50 Cent to invest, Curtis Jackson, to invest in my show, invest in my show, just like Floyd Mayweather invest in Jason Lee. 50 Cent want to make a little investment to the Wiley Show. We'd be good to go. But I'm not shocked. So I don't know what y'all say in the comments about it. I'm just really not shocked. So we definitely want to put her in our prayers. That she find her a good husband and that she take her time, that she don't go rush and get with no anybody, that she take her time. Don't go and get no anybody, princess. Take this time to take it to healing, let you heal, let you please take that healing process. Don't just go running to anything. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Well, I want to show y'all this because this was in the news. This was just popping up. I'm just going to add this to the morning show, Wiley in the Morning. I want to add this picture, right? The mugshot of these two murderers, right? Mugshots of Gregory and Travis Michael. Those are their mugshot, and it have been released. I've heard from some people on the ground level that the state is going to make sure that they are convicted, because they're getting pressure from the White House. They're also getting pressure from the DNC that justice be served, because they can't afford to have any type of protests or any type of damage to any property. So they're making sure that they're going to throw the book at those two. So y'all definitely see them. They have been arrested, and those are their mugshots. And we pray that justice be served. And of course, we are definitely praying for the Ahmaud Arbery's family and praying for that mother in strength as she go through this process. Because I can't speak from experience, but I could just imagine it could be rough to go through a trial and have to live through all of that. So I just pray for her strength, and God just encourage that entire family, and make sure y'all please keep them in your prayers. That's a fact. If you know you can't be faithful, don't get into a relationship. Definitely don't get married. Simple. Stay your butt at home. I don't get married because I knew I couldn't keep my peen just for one person. But now I'm mature now. Now I'm ready to walk down the aisle and get married. But I knew in my early 20s when I was dating this girl named Crystal, I knew that I was not going to be faithful to Crystal. And I knew that I wasn't going to be committed to Crystal because I knew that I like both. And so I had to let Crystal go. But Crystal was very thick, short. She was a housekeeper at a job that I worked with back in Chicago. Beautiful, intelligent, everything that I liked. She liked me. I liked her. She was a little bit older than me, but I like older women. So I think she was like 30s, in her 30s, early 30s. And I was like in my early 20s. I didn't care about how old she was. I really didn't. But she was beautiful, right? So I will never forget, she showed up to the visited church that we had service. And I was directing the choir. And she showed up in this beautiful, thick, just good banging body. I'm like, whoa. So she showed up, and that's what I knew, that she really, really liked me. But I knew that I can't play games. And I think my pastor told me, my uncle told me, like, don't play games when she really, really like you. And I knew then that I had to like let it go, because I knew I was playing, I wasn't ready for that, because she was like ready. And I wasn't ready. And I would have like broke her heart. I'd have been cheating on it and everything like that. So I ended it before it even got started. Woo. So I'm going to have to find her. Damn, what was her name? Crystal. What's her last name? I'm gonna have to find her. I'm gonna have to get somebody to track her down. What's her name? Crystal. Oh, I can't think of her last name. I can't say it now because they'll try to track her down themselves. Okay, anywho, I'm not gonna say her real name, but it ain't in the top of my head. I'm glad because I'll try to probably mistakenly put her name out. All right, so but shout out to Crystal. That was a girl that I was very intimate with. I remember we was in the elevator at work. I won't forget. And we just started kissing. Like the chemistry was there. And that's when I was like into the church, like really, really heavy. And I was into my spirituality. I would bring my Bible to work. I would read. I would study, listen to my gospel music and brandy. So I would sit down in the break room, and everybody will be so. Oh, I remember her name. Everybody will be so. I can't say her name. Everybody would be so interesting to see what I had to say. And I would just give advice. We talk about the Lord. We talk about husbands and wives, and then we talk about relationship. And we be having a good time in there. And I was a janitor. And I would, before I get to the break room, like everybody wait. Marquise, when you going to your lunch break? Probably about an hour. So okay, I'll wait till you go on your lunch break because you funny. So everybody will wait till I go on my lunch break. Then everybody want to be in the break room when I'm in the break room. And we have it lit. And Crystal, if I didn't bring no lunch, she gonna make sure we go get in the car. She's like, okay, we gonna go to McDonald's. And she just we want to just go out and like hang out on lunch break. I'm like, like we only got like 30 minutes. Don't worry about that. It's cool, babe. We won't get back to the building till like 45 minutes later. Because she wanted, just sit and chill. And I knew that, she liked me. And I really, really knew that she really, really liked me. When she went all the way from Amherst, drove all the way from because she lived close to Amherst. She would drive all the way from Amherst, Illinois to Inglewood, to the south side of Chicago to pick me up for work. I knew she liked me. And we had to go all the way back to Amherst. And I'm like, she says, okay, I don't mind, picking you up. It's cool. It's whatever. I don't mind. And I was staying with Tank then in South Shore. And I remember she came all the way to South Shore from where she was in the suburbs to come and see how I was doing. I was like, this woman really, really liked me. But I wasn't ready. Because at that time, I was getting it in when, I wasn't ready. Futon mattress, air mattress was busting, and I was doing all types. So I wasn't ready. But I sure remember her name, so I'm going to sure call her. I'm going to track her down. I'm going to get one of my professional people on my team that know how to track folks down to track her down because I want to see how she's doing. We could just, see how she's connecting, what's going on, and see if I can shoot my shot about 5-6 years later if she's single. Hopefully she ain't in no relationship, what I'm saying? But I can't say her name on camera. Because if I say her name on camera, she might be at episode 138. So if I say her name on camera, they're going to try to interview her. So if I say her name, they're going to try to make her into being a victim. Even though if she say, no, I really liked him. You are a victim. No, you are a victim. I ain't no victim. And then, I understand that. But let's get into what I really want to talk about. So yesterday, the Armon Wiggins Show, he decided to go on the beef sector, and he called it the Section A of YouTube. So one of my good mothers is an elder, and I respect Mother Beverly's soul. Mother Beverly decided to go to a chat because they wanted to bribe Mother Beverly to talk negatively about Wiley. Right? So Mother Beverly didn't know what was going on. Mind you, Mother Beverly is a senior citizen. Somebody reached out to Mother Beverly from that other side to bribe her to speak negatively about Wiley. So Mother Beverly, a senior citizen, decided to go to a chat, and she said these words. I don't like the Armon Show. I don't like all those bells and bombs. It's irritating. I'm old. And Armon Wiggins' friend said, get that Dusty B out my chat. Get that Dusty B out my chat. So Mother Beverly was shocked that this senior left victimized verbally by a man that posed to be uplifting victims. And Mother Beverly called me and she said, Wiley, they wanted to bribe me and try to set me up to talk negatively about you because they probably want to say you taking old lady money. And Mother Beverly said, you never begged for any money. Whatever I gave you, I wanted to give you. Hello? So I'm listening, and these folks want to uplift victims. They didn't victimize Mother Beverly. Okay, pause. Let's move along. So Tracy, because my source was right, my source didn't play. They did say that Armon Wiggins will move the gentleman's panel on his platform. They just had some stuff wrong, but they were right, spot on. And I said, thank you to that source. I said, source, you will never be revealed, but you were right. So they did part one of Gentleman's Panel. Ratings was very low. They didn't have no good ratings. The ratings plummeted. It was very, very low ratings, pathetic ratings. So part two was on the Armon Wiggins show. This is where it was a train wreck. Train wreck. I literally watched a train wreck and I was shocked at the stuff I seen last night on that man's show on that panel. Tracy comes into the chat. She's a member with an orange symbol, meaning that she's been a member for a long time. When that color turns orange, you're no longer a new member. You've been a member for a long time. You've been through the storm. You've been through the rain. You kept your membership. So she's in the chat. And Brother Wiggins said to Sister Tracy, you need to pick a side because if you don't leave Wiley, cancel your membership. Let me say that again. He told this black grown woman that is old enough to be his mother that if you don't stop talking to Wiley, entertaining Wiley, you can cancel your membership and go. So they start to drag Trish in the chat. Then his friend said, I don't deal with Dusty. Then he said, because she talked about Wiley, and the Armon Wiggins got upset because he said Wiley's name, because I'm in his brain, I'm in his thought process. He cannot stop saying my name because I'm the reason why he's current. You gotta say daddy name. So he said he had to say his daddy name. You know, he talk about his daddy all day. So Tracy kept me in the chat. Then Armon Wiggins said, you can't really worry about the comments. Skip them Dusty Bees, the monkeys, and all of that. He kept calling us all his monkeys. And I'm looking at these audience. I'm like, y'all know y'all getting insulted. He just called y'all some monkeys. That's what he just called you. Okay? They eat bananas and all that type of stuff. Okay? So he called y'all that. Then the friend said, Tracy, the friend that is uplifting victims, verbally victimized that black woman and called her a monkey. He called Tracy a monkey. I was waiting on the pastor, a preacher was on the line that got 6-7 degrees in ministry, didn't say nothing. You got somebody that got Christian in his title. He didn't say nothing. And then finally he spoke up about the OG comment, colorism. And then he tried to school a drunk about colorism. You can't school no drunk. You should have ended the call because there's no way you can educate a man that have chosen liquor over logic. So he said colorism, right? It's not good for that because if you understand the history, and he didn't hear, he kept saying monkey, he kept saying this, and the preacher didn't correct him. I was waiting on the elder, the one with the gray hair. This is why I tell people just because you old don't make you wise. You can be an old fool. Just because you have gray hair and you may be old in age mentally so, you still a foolish person. Because that man was an embarrassment to elders. He was an embarrassment to the ministry because that was his perfect opportunity to school that foolish young man and tell him, brother, you need to stop talking about black women that way. Because the road that you trying to go, brother, black women gonna be there and they gonna remember you calling them monkeys. You trying to go to the next level. And when you get there, some other women gonna have resistance and they gonna say, how can you put this man on this platform when he called us monkeys? You're gonna eat them words up. And he haven't gotten that back, but he's gonna get it. Mark my words, he's gonna get that. Because he's too comfortable calling dark-skinned women monkeys. He's too comfortable in that. He's going to say that to the wrong woman with power, and they're going to blackball him in everything he try to do. Because you cannot insult black women. Not no more, because they coming in with a lot of power. And they the one with the purse, with the bag, they're giving, they're donating, and you insulting your base. And you dark-skinned yourself. You would think that he was light-skinned. You would think that he's dark-skinned himself. It gotten so bad that he posted the video of Wiley. And someone, look how sick I was. Half of my face was frozen. I had a condition. My lips couldn't even move. I said all this, and I did that for him. But yet you still drinking. And you told me, brother, that the doctor said stop doing all that drinking. It messes up that condition that you have. You didn't listen. You still got worse with the drinking. And nobody is strong enough to call you out because they just want to kiss your little butt because they want to get some little subscribers. But I'm going to call you out. You got to put that bottle down because that is going to be your downfall, that liquor. That liquor gonna be your downfall. Because you think, let me get drunk and say what I really want to say. Then when I sleep with boo, and I rest in my pillow with saliva and slob, and then I wake up and wash my face, and then that is when I have to say, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was saying. I was drunk. I was intoxicated, and you think you're going to be the one to represent a brand like that, and you drinking and you cussing folks out, and you want to blame it on the alcohol. That's it. And moderators, don't block these people they disagree that I'm talking about them our way. Keep them in here. Don't block them. We welcome all with them all, because eventually they're going to fall in love with Wiley. It's wisdom. And they can hit the call-in number. Call him there, and I watched the show. He had to take the show down. It was so bad. It was such an embarrassment to him that he probably went on and reflect. His boyfriend was embarrassed. He didn't want to come on the camera because he knew this is a train wreck. I don't want to be a part of it. It got so bad that the preacher, the pastor, he had to end the show himself and say, I got to leave. I got a phone call. When a pastor say he got an important phone call, that's a sign that I don't agree with this. I'm going to use some type of wisdom, and I don't want to dog you out, so I'm going to exit. And he exit. The Christian, in his name title, tried to school him, all them lies and evil, and you sitting there. It finally synced with them dreadlocks to that man's brain that I need to leave. This is getting too toxic. In his face, you saw it in his face. Oh, I got to leave. But you didn't stay up all that. And you wonder why you get dragged because you try to act in it. You just as messy as everybody else. You sat there and allow all them people to sit there and lie. It was nothing but pure evil. Both of y'all look like two fools. You got embarrassed. You got highly embarrassed. and you embarrass yourself, just try to get back at Wiley. You didn't embarrass black women. You didn't embarrass your base. You embarrass yourself. All to get back at Brother Wiley. You should have never went to the beef sector. That was one of your worst mistakes you ever made. You weren't prepared to go in that beef sector. You got in there thinking that you was the best. You let your friend insult some powerful people in the beef sector that don't care what they say, that gets down with the get down, which is Tracy, because you insulted her, and she went back to her base, and she told her base, "Oh my God, look at that tea tie with that $500 super chat. God is good. Thank you so very much for that." Good God about it. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Look at that. Oh, bye. Look at that. She just came to whoever that is. Thank you so very much for that. So I'm looking at that show, and I'm looking at that spirit, and that is a spirit of alcoholism, addiction, being addicted to the bottom, being addicted to that bottle, being addicted to that liquor, being addicted to that. And I grew up with an alcoholic, so I know how it is when you get drunk. You say some crazy stuff when you get drunk. You say some crazy stuff when you get drunk. That's why I tell y'all, stop doing all that drinking on camera. And we thank that person for that. We thank him. Now back to this. I want to say this. Have I said some things that were disrespectful? Oh, absolutely. And I paid for it. So you're listening to a brother that done some negative things and have to overcome those things. I no longer do it. And I think with Brother Wiggins, I want him to understand that you have already made a mistake calling OG a monkey, and you constantly keep doing it. To me, it makes it seem as though to women that came on the different platforms, they say, well, I think he have an issue with dark-skinned women. And unfortunately, I believe that he have an issue with darker-skinned women. I think he have an issue of him being dark-skinned. I think that's an issue. I think if you would ask him whether you rather be light-skinned, he would pick being light-skinned, right? And unfortunately, it's a lot of guys that is definitely into that. We appraise them at the end. I'm gonna have to get this message out while it's blending in my head. Because if you don't stop with that, that's going to be your downfall. You cannot try to get me together because you ain't getting me together. You ain't under my skin. You the one that's getting drunk. You the one that's getting caught in a controversy. You the one that got on tape talking about other Brother Wiggins. You the one that got into all that hot water. It's really you. The series for you is On the Bottle, Part 1, On the Bottle, Part 2, On the Bottle, Part 3. People can do a whole series of the stuff that you said by being intoxicated. You have lost so many subscribers, and they had to sound like you have to rebuild back, and yet you still flunking the test of supporting dark-skinned women. I talked to so many dark-skinned women that literally are offended by your words. And they tried to give you a chance. They tried to give you an opportunity. But every time they give you a chance, you go back and telling them how you really feel, that I don't mess with you because you are darker skinned. And I try to tell you, and I said, I got to defend up for black women. And I said, I want a dark-skinned woman on Two Men and a Lady. Because I want to show them that dark-skinned women is intelligent. They're not just sitting around in no corner. They beautiful. Katie talked. I said, would you come on Two Men and a Lady? Yes. James, would you come on? 3 chocolate folks on the line. I said I want somebody darker skinned because they're not really being represented in media. So give me somebody that is dark. And somehow Katie Talk came on the picture, and I never seen a panel with 3 dark-skinned women. Not 3 dark-skinned women. Well, technically, we hired on every once in a while. But 2 dark-skinned men and a dark-skinned lady. So it was chocolate. You know, I love it. Like Chocolate City. It was really dope. It was really dope. Shout out to the chocolate. And then he deleted the live because he knew I did wrong. That is your weakness. What you need, brother, your prescription, detox, just drink none but water. Can you really run your channel by drinking none but water? Will your personality change when you sober? Or is that liquor your personality? Do you have to drink your personality with so much percentage of alcohol? Do you have to drink it? Or can you really be sober and drink ice cold water? Can you really drink a bottle of water and be sober for a month? Do you really can be sober for 1 month? Can you be sober for 1 month? Because you definitely need to get you some help, brother, because you have a problem. And that, sir, is problematic. Anytime you pick that bottle up and you get dozy, you go to sleep on camera, you are definitely in an embarrassment and you need to get help. Because while you trying to correct somebody else, you need to put that bottle down, baby. Because that bottle got you looking crazy. We thank that person that's giving. Amen. We really, really thank that person for that. God bless you for that person that gave to us today. I'm going to take my Pia, then we'll take my prep. Woo! Let me take my prep. I always got to take the prep. He's not happy, so he drinks to cover up his problem. Right. You drink it for a reason. It's a problem right there. We're going to open up the phone lines. Hey, blah, 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 blah. I got prep. And if you don't know what prep is, can somebody give the definition of what is prep? Why do people take prep? Let me see what y'all going to say and where the educated folks at. If you educated, post what prep is for the people that don't know what prep is. And who can be on prep? Who qualifies to be on prep? Go ahead and stop taking prep on camera. Yeah, for protection. Give the reason. Give the reason for prep. Okay, I came from a mind. I don't like how he said OG look. Right, I know y'all don't. He said he helped immediately. I mean, he brought up Tasha and Teddy. What that does that have to do with the job? It's a protection from to reduce the risk of contracting HIV. It is to protect you. It do not replace condoms. I always tell people to still use condoms and use PrEP. It's like an extra protection and being safe, right? Just in case you might have a slip up, you want to be safe, right? You want to be safe. Just in case you run into a slip up, you want to be safe. And I want to show y'all this picture of Brandy really quickly because I found my old website for it. Okay, I found my old website for it. These are the pictures that I took, and you all can see that. I don't know if y'all can see it on the screen. This one she performed at the African Fest, and I found those pictures. I was just Googling myself, and I found them. There we go. There go me and these three people. Hold on. Okay. There we go. I met him for the first time, and him met them. It was really nice meeting them. Oh, I was so young. I remember all them. This was nice. This was great. I remember that. Oh, look at them. Okay. Oh, dang. Let me go to the other picture. That's Brandy. That's when she released 211 and she performed at the African Fest in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, let's go. And this is the picture right here I took. Yeah, look at all them people. That I would never forget that day. I would never forget that day. So that was another day we had went to go see Brandy. So, all right. So let's go to the phone lines. Let me put the phone lines in the chat. If anybody want to call in, I had to say that. And it is what it is. Were you there at the African Fest in Baltimore, Maryland? Come on, somebody. That performance was off the chain. It was. I was getting it in. When I tell you I saw that, I had a good time at that fest. Make it make sense and all that. That type of stuff. We do not know what he is really talking about. Wiley, they saying COVID is now being yeah, and they saying a lot of stuff. That's why I tell people be celibate because during this time, that's common sense to be celibate during this time. When they say be social distancing, that meaning don't get it in the bedroom. Use some common sense, people. Common sense, use it. But I also want to say this though. Do I hate Brother Wiggins? No, I don't hate that brother. No, I don't hate him. The hatred is, if I hated him, I would start my series. And baby, it would be way better than the series that they do. If I don't hate. I mean a real series. Okay? But no, it's not there. What it is, I'm just a blogger doing my videos. A blogger doing my videos, getting the content in. Now the callers are in. I don't mind you debating about me. If you want to defend Armon Wiggins, you're welcome to defend Armon Wiggins. Just don't cuss. If you cuss, boop, you gone. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 8536, call you on the air.
Hi, Wiley. I never ever called in on your show.
Go ahead.
Just was catching the last part. So there's a couple of folks in the chat that are extremely just wild and loud and ignorant and wrong. Prep, everybody, because I'm an ICU nurse, is preventative medicine. I know most of y'all got y'all degrees from like Google University or YouTube University. PrEP is not for treatment of HIV.
Right.
It's preventative. Preventative. Second of all, what difference does it make if you take PrEP, if you take HIV meds? Why is this a part of the conversation? Why do we feel the need to constantly debate about something that has nothing to do with you? Unless you're sleeping with Wiley, why does it matter? Again, PrEP is preventative. I don't care about some of you in the chat saying it's Truvada, it's this, it's that. It's preventative. And until you administer medication, understand drug classification, or read the insert, you might want to keep it cute and neat. That's all.
Well, thank you so very much. You know me, I don't pay attention to folks in the chat. I pay attention to went to medical school. Hey, shut up. All right. 0887, calling on air. She got y'all together. Go ahead, sister. You live on the air. 0887.
Hi, Wiley. I have a question for the viewers. I don't know, he cursed a lot of Black people, but still people like so enjoying like everybody's views on your sector. Most of them, like most of us, are Black people, but they're okay with that. So I think he got energy from the viewers too. So I can't blame him, only him. I used to subscribe him, not on anyone, because it's too much.
Mm-hmm. You know why we blame the viewers? Do you know why we blame the viewer? We don't really put blame on the viewers. It's because you're the host, right? You're the host. The viewer's gonna say what they have. I look at the host because your dream is to go further. Your dream is to go to the next level, right? So if the host is spewing these words out, of course, there's going to be somebody agreeing upon it. But I'm telling him, brother, you can't really be successful in this business throwing out that rhetoric that black women, dark-skinned women are monkeys. You can't do that. You can't say that. You can't be successful in the entertainment business as a gay black man talking about black women. You just can't. That's going to be humanly impossible to do that.
Yeah, you're right. But like, even like after like he mocking OJ, like he got more subscribers. So every time like I ask like myself, like why he did this guy got like everything like he wanted, he said everything, he get away from it. And still people like watching him and give him a praise, give him money, some stuff to curse it out people. So I'm not having I don't know. Some people like it to see some maybe stuff that not me. You guys, what did you say?
Yes, okay. Yeah, so somebody asked a question. Thank you so much. Somebody asking a question. Yeah, you can always send it on Cash App, whatever you want to do. I don't tell people I tell people this. Whatever you feel in your heart to give. I don't tell people, oh, don't send me no super chat. Listen, whatever's on your heart to give. Whether it's $1, $2, whatever. Whatever's on your heart to do it, right? It is what it is, right? It's whatever's on your heart to do so, right? I don't pressure people. It is what it is. You can get a t-shirt, you can get a coffee mug, you can get whatever, or you can just come and watch the show. Because regardless, at the end of the day, I'm still going to make sure that I'm going to eat, still going to make sure that I'm taken care of. But I thank God for those people that do contribute to the Wiley Show. Amen. I thank God for those people that put it on their heart to contribute to us. And this is why we're able to afford shirts, get haircuts. We want to thank the viewer for purchasing us a Blue Yeti mic. We want to thank that viewer for that. We're still waiting on some other stuff to come in. So we thank God for everybody that have contributed to the Wiley Show, okay? Even we thank God for the people that's contributing to that. Thank you so much, sister. And move on to the next caller.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, bye. We even thank the viewers that are giving towards the root canal that we're going to have. And so we thank God for that. We thank you. People get mad at the Wiley Show because we got an audience and people give. And we don't need thousands upon thousands. It only takes us 1 or 2 people. Everybody shout out. I'm not going to keep saying that. It ain't about the numbers. It's about the quality. It ain't about the quantity. It's about the quality of the content. I've always said my personality my numbers haven't caught up with my personality. Okay? My personality haven't caught up with my numbers. Now we letting block callers on. Stick on the subject. If you try to insult the host, you're gone. And don't even try to call back. All right, Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, this is the Icon once again.
Go ahead, Icon from New York.
I just want to say part 2 was even worse. I thought part 1 was bad, but part 2 was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And trust leader, but I believe people with this time and age, people do screen record. So you might delete it, but they still have it. This is going to jeopardize him for being in mainstream. He wants to be in mainstream so bad. You get what I'm saying? You can never do this on a mainstream platform. Absolutely. So you have to learn from where you're now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Trust me, it's gonna
my thing is this. You see, those ain't no gentlemen. You made an insult on gentlemen. No real gentleman gonna allow no man, especially a gay man, talk about women. Talk about black women. And you sit there with gray hair on your chin and gray hair on your head, and you a Christian. What kind of Christian? You ain't no real Christian. You ain't the Christian like Job. You ain't that type of believer like Job, because when Job's wife said something foolish, told Job, why don't you cuss God and die? And Job told his wife, you sound like a foolish woman. He had to rebuke his wife.
Yeah, I believe it. We need to stand forward. The African American, especially women, should not endorse Armon Wiggins, especially for sponsorship.
It's no way.
He was just being sponsored.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead. He just had a sponsor, and it's, with that sponsor, I believe it was a black app, if I wasn't mistaken. It's horrible. You can't have sponsors, and then you're promoting something black, but you're talking about black women being monkeys, look like monkeys, and then you go get your monkey teddy bear and hug it and show it like you apologized before for the first time, and then you keep doing it consistently. That means that you're not sorry. You wasn't sorry in the first place. You were just trying to get numbers back up that you lost. And I believe people should stop supporting Armon Wiggins, especially if you're that African-American dark-skinned woman who is trying to target. And for Jay Wilson, he should be ashamed of himself. See, Jay Wilson is trying to be a fiend to get numbers, his subscribers up, but he's not paying attention. You're promoting your YouTube channel, and now it's taken down. You're promoting it when it was a live video, only at 300, 600 the most was there, but it's about tomorrow, the next day, the following days when people do watch the recap. Now that's gone. So when you went on the Armon Wiggins show, it was a wasteful idea. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna lie and say he has to take a phone call. I was watching.
I was watching too.
Just when he started talking about monkey, he has to take a phone call. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. He's not fooling me. Game recognized game, baby. You ain't fooling me at all with that. But thank you so very much.
And was Armon Wiggins trying to get like a 3-way or 4-way on with Captain Nathan Christian, whatever you call his name? Right. He was flirting with the boy. Right. Even when his boyfriend was right there.
Right. And he kept saying, "Oh, you good looking. Oh, you good looking."
Yeah. Trust me, I'm one of the girls, the icon, so I know when I see it. They're trying to will him in, have him sign an NDA, and just have fun.
All right, I hear you on that. Oh,
trust me. And for the sweaty box, he just looked sweet. I mean, I don't want to use that word on your platform, but he just looked outrageous the way that he carry himself, like, and doing all that extra stuff. He's another one. I don't know. This is
where I want to say, thank you so much, Icon from New York.
All
right. This is what I want to say, because they kept saying we've been friends since 7th grade. And we talk about, but y'all have a very toxic relationship. Yeah, you probably was there with the car. You probably was there, let him sleep in your place. But when it comes to dynamic of you insulting that man's intelligence and pretty much say all these different things publicly, you might think that you're joking. This is how y'all friend, but it looks sad. It looks kind of pathetic to see you are so subservient to this brother. And you running this type of platform where you don't like to be challenged, baby, we will challenge. And this is the thing I want to tell you, because I've been on the phone last night with some promoters. I've been on the phone last night with some promoters that I know. There's no way that I'm going to allow you to say these type of things about me, and you're spewing this hatred out. And a lot of these promoters, they don't like what you're saying. They don't like what you're saying. And I get on the phone and call. And there was another incident that you said, and you lost that booking with Sizzle because you were saying some stuff, and them people wrote a letter. I just so happened to endorse the letter. I didn't send it because you know my language ain't good. I just put my signature on and say, I endorse this. I agree with it. Because in this instance, you talk about trans women, you don't need to go to no event where trans women gonna be there. Why? When you say it's their fault if they out there, so you don't need to go to that event. So I signed my name on the letter. Now, nobody asked me who really wrote the letter to the promoter of Sizzle Miami. And I'm not even going to say who wrote it. All I know is they asked me, do you want to sign an agreement to that? And so I signed it. I didn't even have the knowledge of how to write a letter, but now I have people that can do it. Oh, wait. 616-716-8447. We've been friends since 7th grade. Yeah, you've been getting verbally abused since that then. You don't even know that you're getting bullied. and you got addicted to it. You good. You love it when somebody is insulting you. Some folks love that. Some folks been abused so long they don't know how it is to you be treated good. Unless you slapping them on top of the head, dogging them out, calling them bees and dirty and dusty. They love that behavior. They don't know how it is to get some type of respectable behavior. They don't know how it is to get respect. So Brother Wiggins, when he dog his friend out and call him dumb and bees and all that type of stuff, yes, you may have been good in school on paper when it comes to school work, but when it comes to life, school of life, you get an F because you still allowing a man to tell you who to say, who to talk about, who to bring up. You should not allow a man that ain't even your husband or boyfriend have that much, even if he was your husband, boyfriend, have that much power and control over you. And then he said, well, I don't want a man with a lot of followers on social media. I don't want that because they're going to try to leave me and all that type of stuff and all that type of stuff. Well, that's the case. Tell your man to keep quiet and don't try to talk about other bloggers. Because it's just a matter of time before somebody get his info. It's just a matter of time before folks get it. Because you talking all that mess, you better be able to bag it up and you better look good too. It's just a matter of time. You got to stop talking about folks and then you want to be hid in the dark. Yeah, because my boyfriend, all his pages is private. That don't mean nothing. A lot of people I catfish, they page were private. It got unprivate because the stuff that I'm a professional. And I can easily come out of retirement. I really didn't catfish nobody on Instagram, but I can do it. Don't test me. Next thing you know, shoot. All right. I had a friend like to fresh up, and I left her in the cloud and made it catfish. Yes, I admitted to be catfishing. I admitted that I've done that. I don't go change because y'all say that. I admitted that I catfish. Shoot. Man, hey, yeah, I catfish. But they keep testing me. I will come out of retirement. And y'all ain't gonna like it. Shoot, plane tickets real low now. Shoot, they're trying to test me. I'll come out retired in a second. I'm a retired catfish. But don't don't you test me. What did they say? Not rebuke. What did they say? Oh my God. What's the word that they use? Not rebuke. Don't test me. What did they say? Don't push me back into the light. Don't you dare push me back into the life. Come on, I've been there before when I could not handle anyone. I told the person, oh, I see you. No, ma'am, you are not a real friend. Only when it's convenient you insult me. No, man. Provoke. Don't provoke me. That's the word. They don't know who they messing with. My family called. I said, they really don't know. Man, they better leave Wiley alone because they don't know what kind of man. They don't know the other side. I think they need to call Chicago and ask them what we did down there in the city. Them folks provoked me so, and all I know, baby, it was war going on in that city. I couldn't believe it. I had Christian folk, Holy Ghost filled folks cussing me out. They don't know what went on in Chicago. They think they know. Baby, when I look at them order upper Texas with 2 S, with both plural, they don't know. They think they know. They really don't know. Okay. And stuff like that. They I'm saying in the comments, you see, ain't no lot of callers gonna call it because they know it's the truth. They know that it's truth in it, that if you are drinking now, how many of y'all been around a drunk before? What did they say? A drunk man never tell no tales. A drunk mind speak the truth. They always say those type of things, and it's some truth in it. Like when my mother used to get drunk, baby, she used to tell us how she really feel about her kids. She used to tell us which kids she didn't want. Then she said, I really didn't want no kids. You look just like your daddy. I can't stand you. She started speaking her truth. And I said, Mama, one day I said, if you had a choice, you wouldn't want to have no kids. You never did want to have it. It's because you never wanted to abort no kids because it was against your religion. But in reality, you didn't want no kids. Is that correct? Yes, you're right. I didn't. I know you didn't. Just tell me the truth. I said, because when you talk to yourself, you didn't want us. You heard me when I said, yes, I heard it. Oh, shoot. Man, my mama got... Okay, let me get this phone call in here. Anonymous, you laugh on the air.
Good morning, Wiley.
Good morning.
I just want to call and say, because I'm looking at your chat, so I just wanted to call and say a few things. So the people in the chat that keep saying that Wiley is obsessed with Armon, y'all need to go have several seats. If anything, you should be saying they obsessed with each other. One rebuttals off the other. If Armon says something, Wiley has a reply. If Wiley says something, Armon has a reply. So please make me understand how are y'all saying that Wiley is obsessed with Armon. If you ask me and you do the homework and you do the background check on their history, they pretty much are obsessed with each other. One can't let the other one say something about why. If Wiley hear Armon says something, Wiley got to reply, and vice versa. Please make me understand how one is obsessed but the other one isn't. Y'all sound crazy as hell typing in that chat. Y'all are super irritating. I don't feel like that. If you're going to sit there and say that Wiley is obsessed with Armon, please in return say they are obsessed with each other, because it's not a one-way street, because they respond to one another. And another thing I want to say, watching Armon's show last night was very disgusting. I was disappointed. I don't watch Jay Wilson, but he looks like he's older than the rest of them. So I was disappointed because he's an older guy, and I would think he would have shut that down what they was doing. It was very distasteful to watch. And as far as how they disrespect to the people who keep saying he did not disrespect Tracy, he did disrespect Tracy. Do not get me wrong, he said some nice things about her, but in that same take, he said some very mean things about her, told her she needed to pick her side. Everybody told him she was messy. All of that didn't need to be said. That was very disrespectful. And then to fall in line right behind and start calling Tracy a monkey, then y'all go get a monkey, and he's on the camera, eyes rolling into his back, to the back of his head, drunk as a skunk, looking like somebody drunk granddaddy or drunk uncle. We all got one of those in the family. Like, it is just very distasteful. And for y'all to keep saying Tracy had every reason to feel the way she felt, and y'all cannot be telling people how to react to the things people say. If her first reaction was going on her channel and start a live, that's her reaction, and she don't owe anybody. And I don't even watch Tracy like that. I was watching her the other night because you were on there, Wiley, with some dreads on your damn head.
Mm-hmm.
So to you people in the chat, please stop talking like Wiley is obsessed with Armon. I do not believe that he's obsessed. If Wiley is obsessed with Armon, it very much goes both ways. Y'all sound so stupid, but Wiley, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. What I watched last night was very distasteful, and please don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with nobody's choice. If your choice is a dark skin or light skin, that's your choice. I like what I like. However, it's not what you say, it's how you say, and we're all grown, and we should watch what we say and be held accountable for the things we say. So all the dumb women over there just steady supporting him like that, as far as like, I was a member, I canceled my membership. On the 15th, he's not going to renew. Like, I'm not offended by it, but I just don't like that type of rhetoric. And what I want to know is from Armon Wiggins, baby, what dark skin, or not even dark, what woman hurt him? Yeah. When he gets on that liquor, he talks from a mean, hateful, hurt place. He comes from a hurt place more than anything.
So it's something underlying there that just ain't came out yet. But what's in the dark will come to the light.
Absolutely.
And to the people who saying don't be offended, you cannot tell nobody how to feel about somebody's words and their actions. I'm not offended, but I don't like it. And what I don't like, I can subtract myself from.
Absolutely.
And it's just that on it. And I'm disappointed that Jay Wilson and whoever this guy that called himself a Christian didn't stop them. Though they got quiet and they didn't entertain King Sweatpain and Armon's rhetoric, though they did not entertain it. Do not get me wrong, they did not entertain it. But him or Jay Wilson as an older guy, I really, truly, wholeheartedly believe in. He called himself a pastor. I've never seen. He should have stopped that and told him, let's take it somewhere else. Y'all getting too far off. Y'all going too far. Y'all know I don't like that. Unless he was really with the mess because he was about Tracy to begin with.
Right.
But that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for letting me talk, because your chat, some of them just really irritated.
And I want to tell you, even when people dog out Tracy, I'm still going to defend her. It is what it is. Right is right. And I've always say this: if you can't put respect on her name, then don't say her name, right? Because calling her dog is inappropriate. Put respect on her name. You might not agree with her content, but to call her dog is disrespectful. To call her monkey is disrespectful. And for me, when somebody talking about obsessed, Brother Jay talk about Tracy a lot on his platform. A big part of his viewership come from him talking about Tracy, right? So he cannot sit here and talk about somebody dangerous when you allow a black man to degrade a woman and you don't say nothing about that. That's dangerous because your silence was very dangerous. Your silence was so dangerous. It's not about the words of your enemy, but the silence of your friends, the silence of the people that you think should speak up and they don't speak up. That's dangerous. I don't want to be a person like that.
Yes.
When it's time for you to speak up, you silent.
And I didn't like that. Yeah. And let me let y'all know something. For all the people who think I'm not an old woman. It's just something, and then you wonder why some black women we're not moved by things that happen to black men. Because look, those men over there, even the silent ones, is the perfect example of how black men disrespect black women. So how do you expect other people to respect us when our own kind degrade us like that?
Come on.
Ridiculous.
Come on. And then if that black woman would have called and said the F word, it would have been a problem. But it ain't no problem for you to call her monkey. Yes. Come on now.
Double standard.
It's that a whole double standard. You know what I'm saying? But you want respect for your lifestyle, but you want to disrespect that woman. But what if that woman would have called you the F word? Then what? Then you were ready to counsel, but yet you can call her a monkey. Come on, something. Come on, somebody. I don't think that's right.
Well, they spew that all the time. That there's certain words you can't call the LGBTQT. I don't get into all that. I actually been learning from their channel, been learning certain rhetoric. But it's like, don't say it to us, but we can call y'all whatever we want to call y'all, but don't say it to us. But that's I can go down a whole rabbit hole with that. I learned some things, and some things I just don't get with, especially you can call us whatever you want to call us, but we can't call you an F word. Oh, no, it don't work like that.
Come on now.
Opportunity.
And you want to call me everything in the book, but yet I can't speak my mind. Come on now.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
All right. Thank you so
very
much.
But I just wanted to say that and get that off my chest. And thank you for listening, Wiley. Just keep doing you and just keep being humble. Like you said, the numbers don't matter. Your words, you just haven't reached everybody. But if you're going to get there, I just believe that and keep manifesting and keep speaking positive over yourself and your family.
Amen to that. We thank God for everything that he has been doing for us, and we thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Okay. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. Oh, yeah, Christian, he looked very uncomfortable. But when you want to be accepted and you want to be there in the party, you gonna always look uncomfortable. They did say he looked like wallpaper on the wall. They say he looked like dry paint on the wall because he was just there very uncomfortable. You saw it in his face. But when it's gonna come a time when you should have said, you know what, brothers, I just don't agree with this. Or challenge him. But they know in their brain, in their mind, that if we challenge this brother, we're going to be cussed out and won't be invited back. See, I challenged that brother. And that is why he can't come over there. He was already bored in part 1. He tried to be sober in part 1. Part 2, he drank and drank. And when I saw that liquor, I said, uh-oh, y'all about to get a show. Uh-oh, y'all about to get a show. And y'all got y'all a show yesterday. It was a train wreck. And he took the video down. And then he said, well, I'm going to leave this video up probably for my members. Oh, wow. So just over here from the call up, I wanted to see this. Oh, I saw it. And Jay was channel. That was the panel. But yes, the other video was private. Yes. So if y'all missed it, because y'all be sleep. As I tell you, you can't really go to sleep on YouTube because you will miss something. You really can't go to sleep, man. While you sleeping, it's going down. When you wake up, you just got to tune in for the recap. And see, let me tell you, when you private video, somebody got to be there and do a review on it so they can get the views. Oh, what did Priley say that he will fight women and children? Weird, LOL. Disrespectful. He said all what you said and more, and you're not telling the entire story. I'm a supporter of his channel, and please say that negative things he said as well. So you can definitely hit the link. Not hit the link. You can call in 646-716-8447. I don't know if it's back on his page. He took it down, but let's see if he put it back up so y'all can see it. All right, y'all can see it. I think he probably also took it down because he also put me on camera. He put Wiley on there, and he was talking about me and talking about when his face was halfway frozen. You know, he didn't put it up and all that type of stuff. Let's see if he got it up. Y'all let me know if it's up or not. Let me know if it's up. I see now. That's why Cha should be up. Right. You cannot go to sleep because when you go to sleep, you're going to miss it. See, when you knocked out, I said, I was up and I knew it. And my source told me, and I posted it, that he was going to do the jump on his show. And I told you, and it happened. My source didn't lie. He got a mole in his cap and they tell me the information. So, and they were right. They were spot on because that person said they work with him and they told me the right thing. They don't like it. And I said, okay. And they told me that many people didn't believe me. And then they hit me up. They said, Wiley, you were right. I said, yeah, I got a source. It's a source in there. I know you did, sis. LOL, you're clearly the one with the, okay, they're going back and forth in the chat. So, and I also want to say this in response what that lady said. Yes, it is a mutual thing. If you understand, if you research this beef, it is a response. You know what I'm saying? A series is a response. And they boom, boom. It's like a response of it, right? And the thing about where it's blowing up in his face and it's making his brand look bad is because now you're on the, I got to clean up the mess that I made. Now, here I am trying to make Wiley look bad, but in response of trying to make him look bad, I'm first making myself look bad. I'm first attacking my supporters. Then now you got to pick up the phone or email Tracy and tell Tracy how you apologize to her, but everything like that. But then that make friction with you and your friend because your friend is in the beef sector and Tracy is beefing with him because Tracy don't believe in this series. She thinks it's a bunch of BS and cow manure. And the friend is saying call to her monkey. So now you in the middle and you got to pick. And then the friend wanted Tracy out the chat and Ahmad didn't want Tracy out the chat. Then he starts dragging Tracy and then they start calling Tracy a monkey and then Tracy felt uncomfortable and she left and she went back to her base. And then Tracy started to get some subscribers. Then some of Tracy's pieces, they started to unsubscribe from the membership on the word on Tracy, their support, who they love her because she was offended by it. And of course, we was on Lipstick Alley. And oh, wow, that's why I called that panel the Bottoms panel. They need to drop, gentlemen, and call it the Bottoms panel. Okay? The Bottoms panel. You got to be at the bottom to allow a man to disrespect black women. That is why I call that panel the Bottoms panel. And I said it for a reason. I'm reading Lipstick Alley. They said I was half paying attention, so I don't want to say anything too defensive, but he did not tell her to unsubscribe. If she did not pick his side, she asked in the chat if she should unsubscribe after King Puss started being out and talking about her keeping feces in a container or some S. Anyway, after Ahmad did not answer her unsubscribe question, she left and went live and claimed he told her to unsubscribe. That part never happened. LOL. Captivating Christian explained to Ahmad what happened. Ahmad said he was not reading the chat and IMO. She knew that she was doing. Ahmad was being shady, but he never plainly say pick a side or unsubscribe. Did he side with his friend over Wiley, someone he does not like? Yes, he did. LOL. So that's the point. You literally got upset because she was supporting Wiley. I'm reading Lipstick Alley right now. Am I out here calling women monkeys again? And Lipstick Alley said, stupid. Wow, he in Lipstick Alley. Let me see what else I got to say. He did not call anyone for a while. I thought it was King who was comparing Tracy to a monkey. But the problem is that Ahmad went and actually got a monkey. So I don't know if there is someone else he had been calling a monkey because I don't watch him either. LOL. Wow, they all lip sync. I actually heard Ahmad saying it, but don't know who he was talking about. Then Payne asks, who else does he think is what? And then he left others to shout out their channels to his audience. So they all talking about this on Lipstick Alley. Why is Ahmad talking about the panel being sexy? My toes are sexy than those. Oh, woo, Lipstick Alley is something. Baby, I'm reading Lipstick Alley. This thread that we reading the Sean Bradley thread. We reading the Sean Bradley, Alexander Rogers, and James Cardwell, the Poe Report. Sean Bradley, Alexander Cardwell, Sean Bradley, Alexander Rogers, James Cardwell, the Poe Reports. That's the thread I'm reading. Wow. They said, woo, they calling him a drunk. Wow. I'm reading this thread. Ooh, I gotta get some tea about that. Wow, I'm confused. I saw Jay West Gentleman, and there was a part of it. Yes, it was. It was on the Wiley Wiggins show, and they deleted it. He deleted it. So you know, oh man, he deleted that part too. Because part 1 was a snooze fest. Part 2, that's when the liquor, that's when the cuss words, that's when people were labeled monkeys, was in that part 2. And if you didn't catch it, you should have been there. He deleted it or private it because he knew what he said. Now, he probably got it for the members only. So if you're a members only over there, you probably are able to see it, right? But it have been deleted for the public viewing. Now, I don't know if he had that for a membership because I was a member over there in the early stages and I canceled my membership because they wasn't posting nothing over there. Like I was over there for like a couple of months and it was no lives, no nothing. I'm like, why I'm paying $4.99 and no live? Because you didn't talk about that lady, nor did he, is why I was saying it. And it's just your presence. Y'all don't understand about presence. I just started YouTube months ago. And your presence. See, you can't be on a panel and you don't correct people on there. Because your silence, you will be criticized for your silence, right? Because you was on there. Or somebody screen recorded. Yeah, somebody probably screen recorded, comments be all that stuff they're trying to do to you. It came right back to him and done by his own words. All that. You done to me. I already done to you. Everything you thought was going to crumble. You know, everything they planted. It's just doing, they throwing grenades and they just get dealing with poop on their face and they are dealing with stuff that they got to clean up. Everything they doing, they got to clean it up for themselves. Every thought, every dart they done threw, they getting the backlash for. Everything they throw, they put poop in the bag and they try to throw that wallet and I didn't dodge it and it went back back in their face. Now they sleep. Now he getting phone calls. My source said he's getting a phone call right now about the show and they got to get up because we started the show when it was about 7 in the morning on the West Coast. So he's getting emails and a phone call. Now he got to clean it up. Now, because you know us, we probably will go on tour. Anybody in the beef sector, y'all can eat off this too. They can't keep up with it. So now they getting a phone call and emails being sent. because the show is on and Papa. We are on Twitter and we are tweeting folks to his base, and his base is even notified. So you already know that he's getting calls and emails right now for his mods. We have sent a blast email out for my team to his moderators to inform him that he do need to apologize to Tracy, right? So we definitely want that. And later on, we will put out a letter to denounce what that brother said. And we are demanding that he publicly apologize to Tracy. We are demanding that they definitely do so. So that letter should drop pretty soon, an open letter that he definitely needs to apologize to Tracy. They think we should try hate for real and all that. So definitely we working on that letter, and people please understand the history with colorism. It's not good to play into that old way of thinking, right? Just because your skin is darker doesn't take away from your beauty, right? It's some beautiful women that is darker, right? Is very, very beautiful. Somebody said he lost subscribers. He's now at 77.5. He was at 78 yesterday, spending their money on Weeze Nails. Who did what to Tracy? And y'all missed the live. That's I tell you, get caught up on the thread on Lipstick Alley, or get caught up in the first beginning of it. And if you don't know what show you listening to, here we go.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
If you unsubscribe, you come on to the Wiley Show. If you unsubscribe, you can always come on to the Wiley Show. Okay. If you unsubscribe, you can always come to the Wiley Show. Always, anytime. We don't care. Oh, all right. Somebody gave a donation. Let's go. All right, y'all. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Do the wheelchair. Do the walker. Do the wheelchair. Get yourself up. Come on. Come on, y'all. Get yourself up. What? Come on. Come on. Come on, y'all. What? This is why they bad. This is why they bad. Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water, girl. Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water, girl. Put that liquor bottle down. Put that liquor bottle down. Put that liquor bottle. Put that liquor bottle. Put that liquor bottle down. Drink some water, girl. Drink some water, girl. Drink some water. Drink some water. Drink some water, girl. You looking like a clown. Looking like a clown. You looking like a clown. It's time to get sober. Time to get sober. It's time to get sober. It's time to get sober. I love black women. I love black women. I love black women. Oh. Oh. Sit yourself down. Ooh, wee. Let's remind the people who they listening to.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
Ooh, Lord. All right, we want to thank y'all for that. Well, I'm gonna get a little we gonna have to praise them before we go. We cannot have a show without giving God the praise. Shata. Well, I know. Go ahead. We're gonna have a little praise break. Shata. Wherever you at. I don't care if you're at work. I don't care if you just put the baby to sleep. Put that baby in the crib and get to shout. You better get to praising him. Hey. You better come on, somebody. God is still in the blessing business. Wherever you at, you better shout. Hey. You still got blessed breath in your body. If you still got sight, praise him. Y'all better come on. Yeah. Glory. You better come on and shout. Everything that have breath, praise the Lord. Everything that have breath, praise the Lord. Everything that have breath, praise ye the Lord. You better praise him. If you need to burn some calories, get up and move and shout. Pick them up and put them down. Woo! Better praise him on a Friday. Yeah. Scripture from David in Psalm 40:1, and it reads as follows: I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me, and he did what? And he heard my cry. I just want to tell you today's message is to wait patiently. Some of y'all is waiting patiently for the Lord and you cry. But just like David said, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. You just keep on. Keep on. Your crying ain't in vain. Your patience not in vain. Just don't give up. You better come on. You better get up and shout. Some of y'all went through so much. Yes. The blood still works. They can't stop those that are born to be blessed. No matter what you do to be, I still got a praise on the inside. No matter what you do to be, I still got a praise. Yeah. Down on the inside. Down on the inside. Still gotta pray. You better come on. Yellow. Ooh, my. You better get up and shout. Oh, yeah. There we go, right then and there. Let's turn that off right then and there. Always had to get on for praise. We thank you to the 400 million viewers that we had on today. We thank for the 400 million plus odd viewers from around the world. Let's post where you're watching from. Represent your city. We always do this at the end of our show. We just started this, and so represent where you're watching from. Go ahead. I want to see where y'all watching from. Represent your city. Let's go. Chicago in the house. Chi-Town in the house. Washington, D.C. in the house. What up, what up, what up? New York City in the house, North Carolina in the house, Houston in the house, LA in the house, Tennessee in the house, Louisiana in the house, Pennsylvania in the house. What up? What's next? Chicago, baby. Cleveland, Ohio in the house. New York City in the house. Manhattan, Tampa, Florida. Yeah. Farmers Branch, Texas in the house. St. Louis in the house. Maryland in the house. Mississippi, Mississippi. Houston in the house. Dallas, Texas in the house. DC in the house. Georgia in the house. Yeah, I said Georgia in the house. What up? Wilmington, Delaware in the house. Mesquite, Texas in the house. Mississippi in the house. Florida in the house. Who else? Who else in the house? California love. Yeah, in the house. Come on, somebody. Neverland's in the house. Homestead, Florida in the house. Neverland in the house. Gulf Coast, Mississippi. Amsterdam in the house. What up, y'all? Ooh, Wiley is you wow the world. Yeah. Sunshine State in the house. Jesus is my savior. In the house. Goodbye. Be original. The water. Be original. Put the locker bottle down. Be original. Put the locker bottle down. Be original. Put the liquor bottle down. Put the liquor bottle down. Put the liquor bottle down. Be sober. Be sober. Be sober. Be sober. Be sober. You gotta get up, y'all. If you drink it in the morning, something wrong with you. You need to be drinking some water. Ooh. Sober. Put that liquor bottle down. You shouldn't be drinking early in the morning. Put that liquor bottle down and get you some water. Get you some sliced lemon tea. Yeah. Get you some sliced lemon tea. Put that liquor bottle down. What's in your hand? Liquor. Put it down. Drink you some water. H2O. You better put it down. Put that liquor down. Well, we thank y'all. Ooh-wee. Let me go to my close. And we did a good show today. All right, let's get an outro.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, hit that cash app at Marquise Wiley 28. That's MarquisWiley 28. Hit us up at P.O. Box 7011122 Dallas, Texas 75370. Follow Wiley on Instagram at Wiley Show. Until then, see you next time.